All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to look at two really powerful frameworks for making businesses better: value stream mapping and integrated process excellence. Now, they both come from the world of lean thinking, but as you're about to see, they are worlds apart when it comes to their scope, their ambition, and honestly, how ready they are for the future. This is the absolute heart of value stream mapping, or VSM as you'll hear it called. It's a sharp, it's focused, and it's an incredibly useful question. It's really designed to make you zero in on a single process and just hunt down every single inefficiency, every delay, every bottleneck. It's all about finding the problem. And then there's this. This is the question that Integrated Process Excellence, or IPE, asks. See the massive shift in scale? We're not talking about a process anymore. We're talking about every process. And we're not just trying to cut waste, we're trying to build a real, sustainable competitive advantage. It's just a fundamentally bigger, more ambitious goal. So first, let's spend a minute on the classic, the foundational tool that a lot of you probably already know and use: value stream mapping. VSM has an incredible pedigree. Its DNA goes all the way back to Henry Ford's assembly lines. Then it was basically perfected by Toyota as part of their production system, and then it got introduced to the rest of the world back in 1998. It's a time-tested tool for sure, but it was born from the golden age of manufacturing, a world of physical parts and workflows you could literally see. And that origin story is so key to understanding its strengths and, as we're going to find out, its limitations in our digital world. And that's both its strength and its weakness, right? It's designed to be a very tactile, visual exercise. You get the team in a room with a huge sheet of paper, a bunch of markers, and you physically draw the flow of materials and information. It's super powerful for getting everyone on the same page, for making waste visible. Okay, so now let's see how that classic tool evolves into something much, much bigger. We're going to shift from talking about a single technique to a modern system: integrated process excellence. And this isn't just another tool, it's an entire business operating model. So what is it really? Well, think of IPE as a company's operating system for change. It takes the very best of lean, maximizing value by killing waste, and then it adds the statistical power of Six Sigma to slash errors. Then it folds in the financial discipline of quality cost theory, so you can track the dollar impact of everything. And this is the crucial part for today: it builds in a framework for AI governance right from the start. It pulls all these powerful ideas into one single unified architecture. And unlike VSM's simple current state, future state map, IPE gives you a complete 6-step deployment framework. It's a real journey. You start big, you define your entire process landscape. Then you measure it using a specific data model that actually connects actions to outcomes. After that, you analyze it to find the real root causes, improve it with targeted AI-powered tools, and control it with real governance. And finally, you build a culture to sustain it all. See? It's not just a map, it's a comprehensive, repeatable roadmap for transformation. Okay, so we've met our two contenders. Now let's put them side by side so we can really see the difference. This table just makes the contrast so clear. Look at the unit of analysis. VSM hones in on one product family, while IPE looks at the entire enterprise. Process coverage: VSM is most comfortable on the shop floor. IPE is designed for every single process in the company, from finance to HR to sales. Now look at data architecture. VSM uses visual diagrams, which are great, but IPE uses a structured data hierarchy. This KIV to KOV model creates a direct causal chain, linking what you do in a process to your key business outcomes, which is absolutely essential if you want to train AI. And that leads to the biggest difference: AI integration. For VSM, there is none. For IPE, it's a core part of its DNA. This really sums up what you got from each one. VSM gives you a picture, a snapshot of where the waste is right now. It's a fantastic diagnosis. IPE gives you a deployment roadmap. It doesn't just show you the problem, it gives you the step-by-step instructions to fix it and keep improving across the entire system. This brings us to what might be the most critical question for any business framework today. How does it stack up in the age of artificial intelligence? And here's the tough reality. VSM was designed for a world of physical parts and things you could see. It just wasn't built for the challenges that come with AI. It has no way to handle all the unstructured data, text, video that fuels modern AI. There's no process for governing algorithms, and no connection to the complex compliance and regulatory frameworks that are absolutely essential now. And this really, really matters. Why? Because of this number: 70%. That is the estimated failure rate for corporate AI transformation projects. Think about that. Companies are pouring money into AI, but the huge majority of these initiatives are just not delivering. There's a massive disconnect happening. So, how do you fix that disconnect? How do you avoid being in that 70%? Well, IP addresses this head on with a built-in financial layer. It forces every single AI project to answer a simple, powerful question. What's the financial return on this investment? It translates the technical work of data scientists into the language of the boardroom, dollars and cents, making sure that AI initiatives are always tied to real, measurable business value. So, how should we think about the relationship between these two? The source material gives us just a perfect metaphor to tie this all together. Think of VSM as a single, really valuable instrument. Maybe it's the first violin. It's brilliant, it's essential for certain pieces, and it can produce beautiful results in its specific role. But it's not the whole orchestra. IPE, on the other hand, is the entire orchestra, with all the different instruments you need to play any piece of music, from a simple little tune to a complex symphony. And if IPE is the orchestra, it's also the conductor's score. It's the master plan, right? It's the sheet music that tells every single instrument, including VSM, when to play, what to play, and how to work together to create one harmonious, powerful result. It provides the structure for all the tools to work in perfect concert. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. When you look at your own organization's improvement efforts, are you just focused on perfecting a single instrument? Or are you ready to pick up the baton and conduct a true enterprise-wide transformation? Because the choice you make really determines the kind of music you can create.